I'm Amy Hamilton, and I just got back from a great soil and water conference at Osage Beach here in November, and I'd just like to show you some of the things that we talked about at that conference. So we brought these samples of native cool season grasses to the conference with us. This first sample that we have right here is wedge grass. You can see it's the fine grass, the fine green grass right here is the wedge grass. And then this here grass is little blue stem. So these are all planted in the same field together, the wedge grass and the little blue. Of course, the little blue stem is a warm season grass. The wedge grass is a cool season grass. And actually today, here in November, this wedge grass is too high in protein for the cows to eat. They really want to eat some of this, and they want to balance their diet with some of this dry matter, and then in this dry matter is energy. So the protein helps unlock the energy, and the cows really want to balance their diet, you know, with the protein and with the energy in the warm season grass, rather than only eating the green stuff. This second cool season grass that we have here is called early Wild Rye. And this here is actually the seed heads from it that are left from last summer, and then some of the regrowth that we got here this fall. And this was actually dug from an eastern gamma grass field. Now, I didn't dig any of the gamma grass with it because it's just a really big bunch grass, and it likes to grow in bunches pretty far apart. So this here grass just grows in between the bunches, soaking up sunlight in this time of the year. And the gamma grass then, with its really deep roots, are growing in the summer, and it's brown right now. It's not green and growing. So we're keeping this green growing plant you know, in our native fields is what we're doing. And of course this here looks pretty lush, this early Wild Rye. There's quite a few of the native Wild Ryes. This one here actually grows a little bit earlier, like March in the spring, and a little bit later in the fall. So it's growing more like in October and just has great November growth on it. Okay, so our third sample of native grasses is this green southeast Wild Rye. And then we have big blue stem, Indian grass, and little blue stem in this field with this here southeast Wild Rye. Now, you may think, oh, I really like this early Wild Rye a lot better than what I like the southeast. But realize the southeast Wild Rye has been grazed 3 times this year, whereas we have yet to graze, you know, this here early Wild Rye. So it just has some more extra growth on it, is a little bit more vigorous because it hasn't been grazed. So you can see here that, you know, in the springtime, the cattle will graze this southeast Wild Rye, and if there's not enough dry matter in the field, again in the early spring and March, they'll be grazing some of this warm season grass along with it, balancing their diet for protein and energy. And then as those cattle graze this, of course, you know, a lot of the nutrients pass through the cow out into the manure, and then it is cycled to the next growing plant. So that would be some of the big blue stems. And then we would graze those during the summertime. We might graze them once or twice during the summertime. And then of course, as the cows graze the warm seasons, then those nutrients are passed to the next growing plant, which again could be would be this southeast Wild Rye in the fall. It has its growth curve. You know, this growth curve is very similar to what our tall fescue that everybody knows here in Missouri. I really had a lot of fun at this soil and water conference, showing off my samples of cool season grasses along with the native warm season grasses that everybody knows so well. And you know, I would just, you know, as you look at these cool season grasses, you know, they're not that big and impressive, but it is about plants that work together to deliver soil health, to feed our cattle. You know, that's really what it's about. And I think too, I can see that you know, the partnership that NRCS has brought the soil health movement, you know, to the soil and water program, and I think it really helps us, give us an understanding of plants, and you know, I've seen that it's really helped me understand the diversity that I see when I'm out on the prairie. So if you want to learn more about diverse native grasslands, come to our field day. We also have more videos and information available on our website.